Alright, so I think I spent like almost an hour cleaning up the mating surface here on both pieces. So you're gonna have to clean this and also this surface here. And I also, after I scraped it off with a razor, I used denatured alcohol to clean all the surface there. So now I'm ready to put everything back together. So your kit will come with 2 little pins, and actually I already inserted the pins right here, the 2 pins right here. So the kit comes with that. All right, and here's the little spacer here. So and actually also alcohol the 2 surface here as well. So I'm ready to put on some RTV. So this is, they give you in this kit. The CravenSpeed includes this RTV in the kit. So they actually include everything you need basically, except for obviously the hand tools. Let's get a hole in that thing, open it up, and use this thing really lightly. You don't want to use so much that it squishes out, and you don't want to have RTV gasket in your transmission. So just real light on it, on your So that's all I'm doing. Basically just a little bit and kind of smear it on the surface. This stuff feels pretty thick. The last few times I used the RTV gasket, it didn't feel this thick. It feels kind of thick. So it's very light, very light coating. Because when you tighten it down, whatever extra is gonna squeeze out, right? So you don't want a whole bunch to be squeezing out into the transmission, and gunking up the transmission and blocking passageways and such, right? Forming some kind of blockage. That's one side. Go over to the other side. it's getting kind of dark. I spent like, I think like an hour, like I mentioned, an hour or close to an hour just scraping off and cleaning off the old mating surface. Alright, so the tube for the most part is still pretty full. I guess this is the biggest, or the smallest, excuse me, the smallest tube that they make for this type of gasket material. It's called, so that's what it looks like. It comes in the come as part of the kit of this kit. So, alright, so now I just need to place this onto the because I already have my pins in there, right? Earlier I put the pins in already after I clean the surface. So I'm not gonna touch those sides or the mating surface. I'm just basically, where's the freaking pin at? Okay, there's the pin. Alright, so that's in. Alright, so that's in. Now I could put the this side in. So those pins will hold the main transmission body to the spacer. Then this one will cap on top of that. All right. So these ones, these are the pins from the factory. I'm pretty sure they could come off, but there's no reason to take them off, on or off. Just leave them as is. Okay, so that's in. All right, so now we need to bolt it up. So the kit comes with a, besides those pins, they come with bolts and such as well. So these long bolts is what they want you to use. So there's 4 of them, and 4 washers for each one of them. Okay, and the kit also comes with a little bit of Loctite. Let's see, what the heck is the Loctite? Oh, here it is. So here's a little Loctite in here. It's 242 Loctite. So I believe that's the blue Loctite, medium strength Loctite. So just break that right there like that, like so. Comes right off. Now it's already open. So now that's the cap. So basically, as this goes in, let's see how deep it goes in. Let me see if it goes in until it see if it exposes the other side or not, or it's just enough. Seems like it's just about enough. Well, it looks like it pops out the other side, a few threads on the other side. So that's perfect. So a little bit here. Like so, because that's you don't need the Loctite all the way up here because there's no threads up here. The threads only down right here. Like so. One of the washers, right? One of the washers. Put it on there. Stick it in. Just screw it down by hand. Should be enough. And these ones, I believe these ones are 13 millimeters. 13 millimeters is also pretty close to half an inch. I think it's just a tad bit bigger than half an inch. Just a tiny bit bigger than half an inch. I think half an inch is something like 12.5 or 12.6 millimeters, I believe. So Loctite's an interesting substance. Loctite works by a chemical reaction with bare metal. It works anaerobically. When you have the bare metal and the Loctite, and you can't use metal that's passivated, meaning that doesn't react. For example, certain stainless steels don't react, and you could use Loctite on it, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really react with the stainless steel. But that's on those stainless that's doesn't react much. There are some stainless that reacts more. But anyways, so certain materials that don't react, that are passivated type materials, Loctite doesn't really work very well on those. But the stuff the metal that do react, like aluminum alloys, most steels, not all steels, but most steel. Then the one that doesn't very much is some stainless, certain stainless. So what it does is there's the Loctite reacts with that non-passivated metal, right? And so there's a chemical reaction, and when you tighten it down, there's no oxygen in there, so the chemical reaction is anaerobic, and it basically freaking hex didn't fit right here because of this part, so I have to do this, screw this in by hand. So there's a chemical reaction, anaerobic chemical reaction. So that's how it works, and that's how it cures. So it cures. It's kind of like cement. When you mix cement up, right? And when you're finishing it off with a trowel, the last trowel that you use is a magnesium trowel. That magnesium trowel will actually react with the cement, so it causes a chemical reaction, and it will migrate down to the rest of the cement, and the cement cures. So that's this Loctite works in a similar way, where there's a chemical reaction, anaerobic chemical reaction, and it cures with this non-passivated metals. So I'm not sure what torque to use. These bolts are not very big, so this is a 1/4 inch drive, and this is a small handle, so chances are I won't be able to over torque this, I don't think. So I'm gonna go crisscross pattern, and basically that way I have no idea what torque I'm using, but the pressure that I'm putting on, the amount of torque I'm putting on it's pretty much the same pressure for all 4 of them. So when you torque things down, even torque on all bolts is a lot more critical than the actual torque number. You have some that's like torque a lot higher than others. That causes problems, more problems than keeping them all even. All right, so that should be tight enough. And I have Loctite on there as well, so that stuff shouldn't move. The original bolts, they didn't even have Loctite, but actually, because there's that RTV stuff in there, that kind of acts like a Loctite, almost, kind of sort of acts like Loctite as well, because it kind of gums up the threads, and it makes it very difficult to spin. Alright, so that's good there. That's 15 minutes. Let me go on, stop the video and do another one.